September's job growth did fall a little short, but the unemployment rate continued to fall sharply. We did get some backward revisions for July and August. The unemployment rate, though, did fall 0.5% to 7.9%. What's the White House reaction to today's report?
It was a very solid report. You mentioned the headline being a bit softer, but when you factor in the revisions, the upward revisions of almost 150,000, the number really is right on consensus. Moreover, the weakness is predominantly teachers that haven't been able to go back to school in those states that haven't reopened. So when you look at the private side, the private payroll number was spot on with expectations, may even have been a little bit above. It came in at 877, depends on what survey you look at. So that was a very solid reading. Moreover, all of the major industries, every industry reported job growth last month. So this was a very strong economy on the private side. And the unemployment rate drop certainly is very important. In fact, the data that underlie the employment report actually show more job growth in the past 5 months than the payroll data. We've generated 14.2 million jobs since April. So that's really a testament to the president's policies and just an extraordinary recovery, to be sure.
The House did pass a $2.2 trillion coronavirus relief bill on Thursday, and that legislation is, of course, considered dead on arrival in the Senate. It's too expensive. House Speaker Pelosi says that she's continuing negotiations with the White House. What are the administration's priorities for a stimulus bill, and what price tag would the White House accept?
I can't speak to the price tag. That's between the negotiators, but certainly there are many things that we think have much bipartisan support. Aid and support for small businesses, local communities, schools, in particular for testing, PPE equipment. So unemployment insurance. The president was very bold in using executive order and using funds through FEMA to give people extra money. So if we can do more, we certainly want to. That's been the president's objective from day one. The good news, and what I want to underlie, is the fact that this has been a self-feeding, self-sustaining recovery that's been much faster than people think, thanks to the president's policies. If we get a stimulus deal, even greater, it's an insurance policy that will just even bring about stronger results. So we'll see what happens.
I would, of course, be remiss to skip this. President Trump, First Lady Melania testing positive for the coronavirus overnight. When those results did come in, stock futures took a big hit. Is that a preview of what we could possibly expect to see on Wall Street if Joe Biden were to win in November?
What I can tell you is the president's pro-growth, pro-business, pro-consumer policies have been excellent for America. What has been little covered, unfortunately, is the tremendous gains, the record gains in real income that occurred in the 2019 census report that was recently released. So this economy has been very robust. We've had a bull market in stocks thanks to the president's policies, and we're very confident that the policies under the president, if they continue another 4 years, we're going to have extraordinary results. We're certainly way ahead of schedule on getting unemployment down. It's still too high, but that's why we're working hard to move it lower. And my guess is people are going to be surprised at how resilient this economy truly is.
Looking at the possibility of another 4 years of the Trump administration, what are the president's big goals economically if he wins re-election in November going forward and trying to recover from this coronavirus pandemic?
Well, you talk about the recovery. I think that's first and foremost, making sure the economy gets back and people have jobs. The president rightly was very proud of where unemployment was back in February. It was a 50-year low nationally. And not only that, every race, ethnic group, everyone had seen record low unemployment readings. That is the president's priority, creating good, high-paying jobs, returning the labor market to a place of vigor. I would argue if you look at the numbers, we're way ahead of official government and private sector forecasts. So that, to me, is going to be an important priority. Continue to get the economy back, creating good jobs for hardworking Americans.
All right, Joe Lavorgna, the chief economist on the National Economic Council, joining us to discuss the September jobs report. Thanks so much for coming on the show today.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.